quick little rant away. We just came back from watching Deadpool and Wolverine.
Let me tell y'all something.
And we all got different takes on it. You know, I feel like me and Musa are closer towards each other's opinions. But you came at it there with a lot more optimistic viewpoint.
Not even optimistic. It was more of because we talked right before
we talked before the movie, right?
Not even right before I walked in to buy my ticket. Both of these niggas said to me, "Yo, bro, you gonna go watch Deadpool right now?" Yeah. Don't do it.
Save your money.
Save your fun.
Word for word.
That is not worth a theater type shit.
These niggas said that.
It's a good watch. Like, you know, watch the movie when it hit Disney Plus, but like, save your fundaloons.
Yeah, but I don't got Disney Plus.
Yeah,
so.
I don't got it either. So.
Foot Locker.
It's crazy work. They be tracking folks down.
How should we go about this?
Honestly,
initial takes.
Honestly, let's get our. Do you want to do our ratings at the beginning or the end?
We usually do it at the end. That's how
I feel like definitely because we might change each other's minds.
Yeah.
No, I want to see what our minds change after we.
So you want to do rating beginning and end, and then end is the actual rating.
Yeah.
Okay, my rating is a 7. This is a 7 out of 10 for me.
6.5.
See, me, I had it at 8, 8.5. I know I might be. Yeah. See, this nigga already with the. See, me personally, Deadpool is one of my favorite. It's on my favorite side of heroes. You know what I'm saying? I really fuck with Deadpool, so maybe I might be boosting to the 0.5.
So do I.
But I personally feel like the movie itself, if you like, in their opinion, how y'all don't really mess with it, I understand a 7. I understand a 7 or a 7.5. 6, that is the most craziest shit ever.
I had the most expectations going into this movie. I have a friend who's dick sucking in my messages every day till I see it. I watched it and meh.
So you had
and
somebody
also,
that had your expectations going.
Yeah.
Deadpool is the top 3 for you. Wolverine's the top 3 hero for me of all time, but one of the best superheroes alongside Batman and I don't know what my other one is.
That's Spider-Man.
So this movie kind of hurt his image for you.
Even in the car.
Fan.
I mean, I'm a super X-Men fan, but I said I fuck with X-Men more than the Avengers movie, which may be a stretch, but that's how much I fuck with Wolverine because he carries.
That's understandable if you say Wolverine carries the movie itself though.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a stretch, but, I mean,
but
that's to prove my point. I fucking love Wolverine.
I will say, brother, in that movie, like how y'all said,
what was your number?
It was at 8, 8.5. I leave it at 8.
8? You gonna stick with 8? Okay, for sure.
But like, just the way the movie started, I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't fuck with it.
Cause y'all said it was ass. So when it started, I was like, I'm not fucking with this so far.
It did start off kind of.
It's just weird. Like,
it was weird at the beginning.
Okay, it started you not in the beginning of where the movie is, but it
kind of started you like right at the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After all the action, I mean, like at the action point where all the action starts in the movie. Really, it gave you a little.
Have you seen Loki? The show Loki?
No, I've seen episodes and shit, but I haven't.
I mean,
so you don't know about the TVA fully?
He knows enough. I mean, Loki didn't even. Loki wasn't even prominent. I haven't finished it, but apparently so far the TVA doesn't know Loki supposedly has control over it. That's what I saw on TikTok, some shit like that. Because people were asking questions like, "Why Loki?" Blah blah blah, and people in the comments were like, "Apparently they don't know about him yet." So it doesn't even matter. He ain't seen it.
Because the thing is, what even threw me off about the movie. This is probably the first time I think Doctor Strange did it in the Multiverse of Madness movie, but they actually like named Earth 616 and said it was a sacred timeline, and then showed him going to a different timeline. I mean, a different timeline. When the fuck did he go to that different timeline?
What do you mean?
Talk about Deadpool?
Yeah, because
Deadpool was not originally part of that timeline.
No.
Exactly, and they just there was a lot of plot holes just like that one in the movie.
Because
he just appeared in their world as if he was there the whole time. He definitely was not there the whole time.
In the original,
I mean, it's not 100%, but they heavily implied he's in the same universe that the X-Men and the Logan movies took place.
Right.
They heavily implied that.
And the thing
wasn't he in a Wolverine movie? He fought Wolverine already.
Yes, he did technically.
Technically,
and the thing
it was
is,
the same actor. Was that the Deadpool that we're seeing now?
No.
That's a different. Is that?
I don't know. Honestly, that's the confusion part.
It is.
The one that had like his mouth old, like.
Oh, he had lasers
fucked up and shit like that. Oh yeah,
from X-Men Origins.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Cause I mean, no, if it was, if it was X-Men Origins, that had to happen on 616.
Nah, because they heavily implied that it was Logan or the X-Men universe, because they were talking about how Logan dying was the anchor, whatever, of his universe falling apart, and that Logan experienced in that movie. So that means they have to be in the same universe. Because if that Logan experienced that, and that Logan's the anchor weight for his universe, then that means they had to have happened. Which, I mean, they could uncanonize.
So the
that.
Logan that died from the original movies, the original X-Men verse, that was not part of Marvel's universe.
No, they even said that in the
And that's when Deadpool traveled to another timeline to go unbury him so that he can bring him back to life and go save his timeline.
Yeah.
He went to unbury him and found out, he is Bones.
Like, he's super cooked.
He came back to get, okay, that shit made a little sense to me now. He left his timeline to come and find that nigga in 10, whatever fucking Earth line that was.
But is the timeline that's being saved the MCU timeline?
Yeah,
no, I don't think it is, because
that's the question we have here.
This movie I thought was supposed to be Deadpool's introduction into the MCU, but it's about saving a different timeline that has nothing to do with
I feel
616.
I feel like it does have application to
I think it's a different timeline. I think that's the conclusion we're getting to. I don't think it's the Deadpool timeline that he's saving is connected to the MCU timeline.
I mean, no, it's not.
Yeah,
because in that different timeline, he's a different person. He works at like a CarMax or whatever. That's a different timeline.
His universe was falling apart because Logan died, and the MCU 616 that their anchor way is probably someone else.
Probably goddamn Spider-Man.
Honestly,
keep it stack. But brother,
as far as another thing I didn't like was the jokes were kind of buns. Like, if we're comparing the joke to Deadpool 1 and 2, like the comedic value that Deadpool brought to the movie.
So let me ask you a question.
It was way too much.
Who owned
every other line
Marvel
Deadpool
at
said
that time?
was. What do you mean?
Well, not Marvel. He owned X-Men specifically, not Marvel as a whole.
He was part of those movies. They were part of that shit.
So we're blaming Disney.
Yes.
100%.
He even said on the fucking lines in the movie. The thing is, which I like about Deadpool, he keeps it fourth wall. So when he's talking about some shit, he's talking about real shit in real life, and he's being unbiased.
Did you peep in this movie how he interacted with the fourth wall around 2 to 3 or maybe 4 times more than he would in 1 or 2?
It was too much to me, honestly.
Way more.
Because even
it was
when
unimmersive.
the movie fucking started, he was just already talking to us, and then he was talking about other shit while talking to us while he's in, having a whole fight scene. You know what I'm saying? And then even throughout the movie, he would be like, there was a line where he said fucking Wolverine. He said Hugh Jackson.
Yeah, he said Hugh.
He said Huey.
He said Hugh. It's like it's OD. Even if he didn't have to say Hugh, obviously it's Hugh, but you could have just said Wolverine. I think it's a little OD. Yeah, with the fourth wall break.
This movie was
too much.
Too much.
It was.
I will give you that.
That's one of my main issues with the.
I do.
With the
I
writing.
will say, like, I can't say it did a little bit too much, but I fuck with that. I fuck when a movie breaks the fourth wall.
I fuck with Deadpool specifically breaking it because that's part of his character.
Yeah.
But it was overdone to the point to where it unimmersed me from what the fucking movie even was.
I feel
like I lost really like my interest in the movie because of his constant either shit jokes or fourth wall breaks that were just too consistent. They were too often. And it's like, all right, yo, I get you like breaking the fourth wall, but can we stick to the movie and continue the plot without like
trying to be funny?
And the jokes aren't even that funny. At least when you compare them to 1 and 2, they were a lot more corny. They were all about fucking dicks. Hella dick jokes.
There was a bunch.
I'd say about 90% of the jokes coming out of Deadpool's mouth
is a very, very, very take your number back.
90s crazy.
Yes, extremely.
I don't think 90. I think it's like 65% was all sexual jokes.
Yeah,
it was a lot of sexual jokes.
Very crazy.
Like, Diddy. Oh, I'm gonna finish off on you, taking my knife out your ass. Like, really? Oh, that's not the only thing that was sleeping. I didn't have to know that while he was sleeping, thinking of Thor, his dick was hard on Wolverine. Like, it's OD, it's ass.
It was too much.
It was way too much.
Like y'all, never mind. No, jackass. Not even. I was just.
What was you finna say, bro?
I can't even say it. I'm gonna tell y'all after.
You don't think it was
Where's
overdone? Like the amount of like
Sexual jokes? No. The thing is, like, I'm used to Deadpool making jokes like that, so I found
was
it a part
too.
of the character. But the thing is, the only like that. Even he said he didn't say it, but he couldn't make as harsh lines as he used to in the other Deadpool 1 and 2 movies. He really couldn't.
Also,
talk about that
I
much
noticed that he was kind of like a more censored, and that's why his jokes were a lot more.
Yeah, they weren't as
basic.
You know what I'm saying? They weren't as creative, and kind of fucked with me on his character because it was the only thing is it's like you got to realize that's what makes Deadpool in all the Marvel movies because he's an unfiltered character. So when you're filtering him down and watering him down and putting him next to the guys who all have regular and basic lines who actually converse the plot, it kind of fucks with who he is. And it kind of fucked with him in this movie. Personally, in my view, I think like they was doing a little bit too much with that dog shit too. Dog was wilding.
It was annoying.
Dog was wilding.
The first time it was okay. It was like a little funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't even funny. It was just like, oh, ha.
But they did that shit like 3-4 times. And then like, I will say there were certain jokes throughout the movie which I just didn't resonate with. I didn't like. And it was like, especially the other one when he was holding the other nice pool.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker was getting lit up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
bro.
was like, and he was just like getting shot in the back, and they were talking and shit. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this?
I don't like. Okay, I get he wants the dog, brother, but like, what? This shit kind of just threw me off. And then out of all the Deadpools, he's the only one that can't regenerate. Type shit. I guess. And then literally, in the middle of all them niggas fighting, all it takes is one nigga to take his mask off and it's y'all friend, and everybody's like, well, I'm gonna go dance with my friend over here.
Apparently they all have a what's his name?
A Pete
in their universe.
Yeah, and that joke he said was funny as fuck. He was like, y'all have fun with my Peter.
Oh yeah, he just walked off.
That was a funny joke. You know what I'm
there
saying?
were funny jokes throughout. Yeah,
Nah,
definitely.
Peter pulling up on the screen with that suit on was funny.
That shit was
belly popping out the fucking
You
thing.
feel what I'm saying? Under the belt?
Bro, that shit
Under
was
the-
definitely
oh.
not catered to his size, bro.
Absolutely not.
They had it like that for a reason.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Shorty said, you look amazing in that suit.
Nah, that shit took me. I was like, what the fuck? No
I
way
was-
she
Brother,
just said
what?
that.
Brother,
Fucking
no.
president of the fucking...
TVA.
Yeah, that shit was funny. I was not expecting that.
But
And then the dude that was just horny off Deadpool the whole movie, that shit was funny. I'm
That
not
was a
gonna
funny
lie.
plot line. I ain't.
That
gonna
shit
lie.
was funny. I found that funny. It was hilarious.
this nigga always talking about he rock. Why he always rock, brother? Why he always rock? I will say, the plot came in to itself at the end. Well, even at the beginning too, when he had that interview with the Avengers, said they'll keep their eyes on him. I don't think they've ever said that to anybody else during an interview. If y'all peeped,
Yeah.
they said I don't think they have. Maybe I have to go back and make sure.
They
That's what
probably
I'm
setting
trying to
that up
think.
for like Secret Wars or like Doomsday.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I feel like a lot of this movie was setting shit up
It
for their
was.
future.
Because I feel like the TVA gonna come back. But why is Thor crying? That's gonna be in everybody's fucking head. That's going to be in everybody's
Now,
head.
He was crying over Deadpool. Is that in his universe in whatever 1011 universe
was-
he in, or is that in the MCU 616? I don't know.
That's supposed
That
to
was
be his
616.
timeline.
That wasn't, but that was real. That was our Thor. That was,
I mean,
that was Avengers Thor.
That's something I'm gonna get on later, but I guess the Thor could be the same looking.
But the thing
in a different
is-
universe.
I don't know if I seen it wrong. That wasn't Deadpool. That wasn't that Deadpool.
But I thought they were showing him
Yeah, he
his
said-
future.
Yeah, he said, "Cut that off. That's the future." Blah, blah, blah. And then,
Yeah.
So that probably is his.
I don't know. Maybe I just seen it wrong.
What do you think about the villain, the
Paradox?
Professor X twin?
Paradox or the ball bit.
Yeah,
the bald bitch.
extremely OP.
Extremely
She
OP
was-
didn't use her powers.
Didn't use them correctly at all. And the thing is, I knew that she was really gonna be like not like a real threat. Was when they flew away, and I was like, you have like kinetic powers. Like, you ain't feel like just taking that bitch down with your fingers.
I mean, I guess she ain't even give a fuck because, like she said, she don't really care about them, except Wolverine. She cared about Wolverine only.
She could have took Wolverine. Wolverine was one who got the fuck up out of there.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like she, and then she got talk no jutsu in the last fucking second, bro.
Talking about Jutsu.
It's so fucking crazy, bro. Like.
Talk about where he was like, "You're
I'm finna kill." No, she kept saying, "I'm finna kill you once you take this helmet off." And this nigga Hugh said, "Damn, if your brother ever let me see you die, he would never forgive me on some shit.
Yeah.
And then her ass want to be all
like, okay, just this one time.
well, I guess.
Like what?
Now I had this Doctor Strange ring out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, that was straight up pulled out of her.
Like,
And
no.
If she could just out of the fucking void, why didn't the
could've-
Doctor Strange that got there with the ring do the same shit out of there? And
No,
that's
this nigga is spitting. How the fuck did she even get a ring of power?
another question. What's the point of
She
a
said
void?
she killed him.
I know, but
How?
if he gets sent to the void,
Out of there.
all right.
And he's Doctor Strange. He's not stupid.
I mean, it might be a whack Doctor Strange. We don't know what.
Oh, yeah, nah,
It was a thrown away Doctor Strange.
It wasn't. I don't know.
He was sent to the void. He was buzzed.
And that's another thing.
That wasn't his.
So
ring.
they send in Doctor Stranges to the void knowing they could just hop right out with the ring. That's like a plot. They had to throw something there to throw them out of
Yeah.
the void.
Yeah, because you gonna put one of the most powerful sorcerers in the fucking multiverse down there.
Even if it was a stupid one, the ring working down there like gets rid of the point of the void. Like,
And
why is
her-
there a void? If
Her
you can
plan
teleport?
was to destroy all timelines except the void, so she could be the king of literally
Yeah, so she
everything.
could play God. is what
Then
she
why
said.
did she let the motherfuckers Wolverine and Deadpool go when her plan had them dying anyway?
That's another point.
The fuck?
Well, okay. Well, she didn't know about the.
she didn't know. It happened because Bull tried to kill her.
Yeah, remember the dude with the fire powers that shot her, and she was like, "Nah, I'm gonna
figure
touch
out-
up your brain
Yeah.
and see." And then he told her about the plan, and he was like, "Oh shit, there's the
Oh yeah,
time breaker.
she
Let me
didn't
go
find
use
out
that
until
shit."
yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what made her want to go goddamn destroy it.
Well, didn't she find that out from Deadpool's brain? No, she found it out from the other dude's brain.
Because she didn't know the Paradox tried to kill her.
She got to that shit instantly. As soon as she found out about that fucking
Bruh, she opened the goddamn.
timeline destroyer.
She opened that bitch up. Said, "Yo."
Is she the one that sent in all those Deadpools?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got all them Deadpools down there in the void.
And all those Deadpools just fuck with her. They just listen to her.
I
type
mean, what else? I mean, if I tell you, like, look, so I'm gonna go destroy every single timeline out there, and then us out here from the chill, I just need y'all to do one thing: stop this Deadpool and Wolverine, or y'all gonna die.
shit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she on her little dictator emperor shit. She kind of.
I don't know if it was me, but I felt like at least the first, or not even maybe the first half, like the first parts of the movie felt rushed. Like the whole him meeting the Paradox, that scene happened like that. He got dressed up like the plot of the Paradox and him wanting to ruin his universe was just thrown out there super quick.
Let me tell you something on why I agree with that so much, because I went to go refill my drink. I came back. So no, I went to go refill my drink when he walked into the room. They just like arrested him and he was walking in there. I come back, he has his suit on and he's like, "All right, so what I got to do?" And they're looking at Thor in the motherfucking like, "Turn it off." You know what I'm saying? I missed that. I was gone for 2 minutes and he explained his whole plot. And I just had to figure it out.
It felt lame and rushed. Like it didn't there was no like, oh, this seems serious. It was just rushed and goofed out.
Nothing in the entire movie felt serious.
It didn't feel like a serious movie, which kind of at the end kind of made me mad because I was like, "Is this even canon?"
Yeah,
But
it
It didn't even feel canon.
And-
like
Yeah.
it genuinely
Bringing
did
Logan
it.
back.
Yeah, of all the times you make a movie serious and a goofy character, you bring Wolverine, you don't make the movie serious. At least one part of the movie, whole movie was goofy. There was not one
movie
serious.
was
Yeah.
And to prove my point, there was not a single fight scene without music in it.
Yeah. Every fight scene was very dramatic, very like extravagant.
That's what made the intro fight mid. Because of
That
other
nigga was
than
dancing throughout.
other than it being OD gory, like he was dead ass dancing, looking at the camera and the music, it felt goofy to me. And it was, I don't mind it, but it was super over gory.
That shit was just funny as fuck.
You know what the gore felt like to me? Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
OD. Like he would
like Mortal Kombat.
throw a forearm bone at some dude's chest instead of it going in blood everywhere. His bones pop out. It's OD.
Yeah. Heads exploding and
Heads
shit.
explode. He put a thing in dude's head and popped it out. Half his head freaking gets obliterated. Like a bunch of bones out. It's like
But
OD.
he is strong, brother.
It did feel like a Mortal Kombat like fucking
Whenever
show.
when fights would come in the scene, it would just.
It's because it was all goofy.
It was really the music kind of now that you said that, the music kind of does play into that, because now that I think about it, with other movies, when it comes to music, they use actual scores, they use compositions like orchestras and bands.
Or sometimes they'll lower the volume to enhance the difficulty of the combat.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actually, I think the first fight between Wolverine and Deadpool in the Void was the only fight without music. Was there music in that fight?
No, they use a score.
They used to score. That's probably why that
Yeah.
was probably my favorite fight in the movie. It was just them fighting.
Yeah,
gun
that initial
shooting.
fight was actually good. I
enjoyed that.
And when the niggas was fighting in the car, I remember Madonna was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the fight was funny, but it's like I didn't care. It was like, okay.
That fight
was a joke.
made no sense.
Made no sense. What
And
are y'all fighting for? Neither of y'all can kill each other. What are we doing here?
Y'all figured that shit out the first
And then bro was
time.
just tied up in the seatbelt at the end.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And then Shorty just what threw me off was y'all let Shorty walk into the car, turn that bitch on, drive y'all
off.
back to the spot, put y'all in the bed before you wake up.
Like what?
Bro, what?
That's another thing I want to get on is all the cameos. Now,
No,
fuck with them, but it kind of now it could be
It played
the same
itself out,
character
bro.
but different universe. But it the Blade movies, they just throwed his ass in there. Now, is that the same Blade? I don't know, but
That
it's
was
like
not Wesley, bro.
it's just random. I feel like it downplays the same with X-23. You ain't watched Logan, but they were implying that it was the same version from Logan.
They
And
were
they
because
just
she had a lot of like the
very
the
cool
memory.
char-
Did you watch Logan?
I wanted a movie off her, and they just there's no movie. Just throw her in the void.
I was like, why is she there?
That shit was kind of
That
weird.
was
'cause,
whack.
I mean, wasn't she? I don't know like the basis behind her, but wasn't she created in a lab?
Yeah, X-23. She's Wolverine, literally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Created
'Cause
in
They said in the movie like that's baby Wolverine,
baby
Yeah.
Logan.
but
It downplayed her character and downplayed Logan. I mean, sure, let's say Blade.
Also downplayed Blade. Blade did not do shit.
Yeah, Blade.
Like
number
Blade-
one,
like Blade's not
where
fucking
the
him.
fuck was his katana? Where? Why was he using a machete?
He was using a
He
machete.
did have his little shuriken thing, which was tough.
Yeah,
But where
he
was his
did.
machete? His main gun. Another point is, I'm saying, what if it's not the same Blade? It's just a different version, same actor. But then when it was the Punisher, that could have been the most random Punisher ever. They said, which Punisher is it? There's 5 of them, implying that one of the Punishers from the movies is there. So is it that Blade or not? Because if it is, downplayed him. After the 3 movies, thrown into the void. X-23, thrown into the void. It's like, really?
All
He's
these things-
downplaying characters.
I don't even know like because the thing is, which kind of threw me off about the void. It was like they get thrown down there if something is wrong with their universe. So it was a different Blade. Each of them were from
It's
different.
All of
gotta
them were
be,
kind of like
but it's like-
mistakes.
But it's like,
I don't know.
but the thing was like, who and how was sending all these motherfuckers down here, and why did they send the actual Fantastic Four
Why could
Blaze? Why did they fucking send the real Blaze down
Why are
there?
they sending them to a void and not just killing them? Just like how they cut off fucking timelines. Just kill the motherfuckers.
Nah, because the TVA was changing their ways.
Yeah, I didn't really like
shit-
the
that shit was
cameos.
weird.
The cameos made sense, but it was like, who is it though? The best cameo was
Superman?
Gambit. Nah, Gambit.
Yeah,
Jason Tatum. That shit was
Channing Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Channing?
Get your
I think
brother.
it's Channing
It's
Tatum.
Channing. Bro's saying Jason Tatum is a basketball player.
Yeah. The dude on the Ruffles bag.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah,
the actor's
yeah.
the same last name.
Your same last name, spelled
He was
different.
close. He was actually really close. I'm not even mad at the slip up.
But the thing is with the cameos,
Did you like the cameos?
I told Mo, I was like, bro, what's their budget on this movie?
Type shit.
Because these niggas paid everybody, bro. Like they bring back almost every fucking like hero that like made me like, damn.
They had the actor for Superman as Wolverine. That
was peak.
shit was dope. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck, Superman? What the fuck you doing here?
Threw his ass through the motherfucking wall. Gone.
I also wish there was like they expanded on that part of him looking for a Logan. That shit was done in like 30 seconds.
I mean, he says cue the montage. Bro,
Shit.
it was raps from that moment. It was just like, all right, need to find a new Logan that can help me.
Yeah, I just say they could have cooked up there for real.
Yeah, if they actually
I mean-
threw lines, because all it was him going through a new universe.
They did
Hello,
cook up
and then
to me.
this nigga was just fighting.
Yeah, to
Literally,
me
that
they
was
did
it.
cook up because they showed a lot of comic book Wolverines that I fucked with. They showed the apocalypse of Wolverine.
nigga ain't got no
They showed
hand.
Old Man Logan.
Why did he not have hands? I don't know
Nigga
about
lost
him.
it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they had Old Man Logan, which was when he got shot with the fucking shotgun when he was sitting down.
Yeah.
They showed actual comic height accurate Logan when he was short as shit. That's like comic accurate height. That shit was hilarious. That
That little
was
nigga.
just funny to show what he would look like if he was comic accurate.
That's fucking hilarious.
Also, the regeneration in the movie was very inconsistent.
What do you mean?
Like Deadpool would get fucking Wolverine stabbed into the skull, into his brain, and he would literally not care. Like there wasn't a recovery time, there wasn't a knockout. Literally get stabbed while the shit's in his brain. He's fighting back Wolverine, but then when they went against this horde of fucking Deadpools, they were all knocked out after being initially hit in the head, and they took like 2 minutes to get the fuck back up. Meanwhile, Deadpool got fucking stabbed in the head about 8 times in one fight, and he never dropped.
That is a random little.
And it was like, what the fuck? Why are they all dying?
His durability was very airy there.
Nah,
and then one of the Deadpools didn't even have regeneration.
Nah, yeah,
what?
Nah, that just
is
threw
he
me
even
off,
Deadpool?
Bro. That threw me off. Cause he was talking about his bone, something is low, so he needs to keep his face like that. I'm like, bro, what do you do then? Are you Deadpool? Like,
why you got the outfit on if you don't do shit?
That's why you got sent down here. Cause ain't no way he ain't saving nobody with that shit. Okay, guys.
How much you think Honda paid for that
Odyssey?
That Odyssey
sponsor? Hey, bro, that shit stayed up, bro. No matter even in the war of Wolverine and Deadpool fighting through that Honda Odyssey, guess what? Your shit gonna turn on and get you there safely. No cap.
How'd you like the when they teamed up in the fight scene of them fighting? What's her name? The villain of the show. I don't even know her fucking name.
I forgot her name too.
Whatever. When they pulled up to the Ant-Man fucking shit.
That shit blew me how Ant-Man is just their cave now, which is so weird.
I mean, it makes sense. How that big at? Well, nah, he could shrink. Never mind.
They had to kill him in that big form. Well, what the fuck?
I was gonna say, because how's the T-Rex shadow monster gonna eat that? But then he could also shrink and hide. So I don't know how the hell he got caught up for real.
That makes no sense, actually.
Well, what did y'all think about that fight scene when they teamed up and fought against
the whole gang came?
Yeah.
It was cool seeing Blade and Gambit. That's about it.
Yeah.
The bitch with the nunchucks, I don't even know who that is, sadly. I feel like I really should. She looks so familiar, but didn't know who she was.
Nunchucks, you mean the fork?
Yeah,
the
side,
fork
the Ninja Turtle.
Sai,
yeah.
I call them fork blades, bro. Shit looks like a fork.
That's the name of it. It's called a Sai.
Smart ass.
S-A-I.
Sounds like scythe.
But nonetheless, I really feel like she looked so familiar. Didn't know her. Didn't care. X-23 to me was just so downplayed. They just threw her ass in the void, and she didn't do anything to fight.
She did.
Oh, she did. No,
she didn't do anything cool.
She cut the nigga with the fucking helmet.
They didn't even show that. All they showed was she samurai sliced his ankles, and that's it. Then she rushed at him. That was her only like actual scene. Gambit had a bunch of kills.
That also happened with Logan and his brother. They just fucking did a samurai slash.
Yeah, Logan and Sabretooth.
And his head was just off.
I ain't gonna lie, they have a cool rivalry, but like, damn, they just did his ass dirty. If it was that simple, why didn't do that since the beginning?
Yeah, why was this so
Played
easy?
His ass.
The fuck, brother. He in the void now, so it probably wasn't that Sabretooth. You know,
he's a bun Sabretooth.
Just a different one. This guy took down there. His mentality about killing him
is
probably different.
He got slapped.
So with X-Men in the void. More than half of them X-Men.
I mean, you gotta realize they said. I mean, anybody can join the X-Men, brother. First of all,
that's true. I mean, you just gotta be a mutant.
Yeah, and them niggas are. I'm not gonna lie, X-Men are whack.
So
there's only a few. That
crazy
are really good.
Statement.
There's only a few that are good. Word is Bond.
The word is Bond.
Word is Bond, brother.
Wiggin.
Am I?
Most X-Men are pretty mid.
Most X-Men are powerful.
Give me 4, and then name the rest.
Give you 4 what?
Because there's 4 good X-Men, and then name the rest.
Give you 4 good X-Men?
No, I know the 4, but give me the rest.
Okay, what are the 4 so I know not to name them? I mean, I think it's quite obvious.
Yeah.
Fucking Colossal,
Blaze, Ryan Reynolds. Those are the only 4 I'll
Ryan
give you.
Reynolds.
Well, the smart nigga. I forgot his name.
He's not X-Men. He's Fantastic Four.
Oh, I'm tweaking.
But you got Iceman. You got the I don't know his name. The dude who uses fire powers. I mean, I ain't know his name, but you have him, Iceman, Colossal, Xavier, Storm, Cyclops, Wolverine, Beast. You have I already named like 8 right there.
Those are all tough.
You have
so those were tough. Cyclops.
Everybody I named there are valid.
Beast. They're valid.
They're all valid.
They're valid. Tough?
Nah, tough. Nah, definitely tough. You're wigging. Oh, Magneto. Couldn't forget about him. What's the shapeshifter name? I feel like Mystique. Tough.
She's pretty tough. She's a problem.
Cable.
Cable's.
He's not in the X-Men, but he is an X-Men. I mean, shit.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he wears X-Men clothes.
I'd have to go see Cable again. I don't know.
Cable's the dude from Deadpool 2.
You saw Cable was in the movie. The big fucking metal mech dude.
No, that's
not Cable?
That's not Cyclops.
Not Cyclops.
That is Cable.
Nah, I forgot his name. Something with the C.
Fucking Russian. I know who you're talking about. That Russian metal.
Nah,
nigga.
Cable's the dude from Deadpool 2.
The bad guy?
Yeah,
who
who's
traveled time?
traveling and
Oh,
that's
okay.
Cable.
Yeah, nah,
Okay, yeah.
I forgot how he looked.
Yeah, but I named like 10, and even if not all of them tough, I still named a good amount.
You gave me 10. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll take that step it back. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All right, so we need to name one good thing and one bad thing about the movie.
The first good thing, Hugh Jackman being Wolverine again. That's
pretty
real.
tough.
That was pretty.
They did him. They did him
pretty
dirty,
tough.
but
Hey, brother, we gonna see him back in the main Marvel movie.
nah.
He's back on 616 and alive,
Okay.
walking around. So,
Yeah, that's tough. But it's like, okay, after this movie, I don't really care.
oh yeah, that's
He's
what you said earlier.
he's comedy.
I don't think there should be a Deadpool Wolverine 2 though.
Absolutely not.
I
Yeah.
don't think there's no, unless they take some shit in that movie serious, there doesn't need to be. Because me personally now realizing after you said that, the whole movie felt really silly. It really did.
It felt rushed too. Like
And-
the first half felt rushed.
Nah, what I wanted to say, I kind of felt like it wasn't rushed. I felt kind of opposite. So I'd say like after the it was after they came back for that fight when the gang came and they fight, that shit to the end was rushed. All that happened in 35 minutes. A fight happened, they stop, they go back to Earth, all the Deadpools come out, she goes down to the fucking Time Ripper, they fight all the Deadpools, they go down to the Time Ripper and stop it in a matter of almost 35 minutes. And then Buddy gets arrested, movie's over.
The whole movie felt like it was catering to the short attention span of the younger generation. That's what it
Low-key,
felt
yeah.
like.
It was switching plots quite often.
Very much so. I
Yeah.
can say that. It was switching plots.
Like it felt like I was watching the movie through reels type shit.
Part 1, part 2,
Nice.
part 3.
terrible. You started off it wrong. You got to go to the account and go to the first video.
I'm like, yeah, that's how you
That's
go to part
exactly
2.
how it started. It started in part 2.
You start on part 2. You go back to part 1. Rewatch 2.
Movie had
go to
about
3.
5 parts.
Nah, for real.
Done.
That shit was like a 5-part movie. What was good about the movie?
Literally, like I said, Hugh
I'd say-
Jackman coming back.
I feel like Hugh
All
Jackman,
the
like
cameos.
he was carrying for real.
The
He
cameos,
was.
yeah.
Like just
He
seeing
was-
him
bro,
do his shit.
Y'all talking about the lines, his lines were carrying Deadpool's because Deadpool was literally Jared just to talk.
I wish he was
Literally
more
was,
like.
Just talking.
Just
he wasn't
yapping.
taking nothing along with the plot. He wasn't,
It got to a point where I was agreeing with fucking Wolverine.
Yeah,
shut
shut
the
up.
fuck up, bro. Damn.
I wish they made him more like menacing, or they said his backstory. Oh, he went to go get beer, came back. The people hunting mutants killed all the X-Men. Okay, I mean, I wish there was more to his backstory.
No, it was more to that. He fucking
He
killed
fucking
all
killed
of
everybody.
humanity.
That's why.
I didn't understand that part. I heard that part. I was
He said-
like,
he
well,
said
what's
he
he
made
made. Then
all
he
of-
said he kept enjoying it and kept doing it, but like,
He said he made all of humanity hate mutants permanently because he straight proved them right.
oh,
He was murking
Okay.
humans. He said including the innocent ones.
yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
so
that. Like, I knew he
bad
was
ain't
fucked,
good.
but it was like,
He was,
He said
he was
bad ain't
fucking
good.
them up.
but
Please, Trump in.
I also wish like they made him more menacing. Like when Deadpool first went to him in the bar,
Yeah,
and
nigga
he
was
pulled
sad,
the gun out
bruh.
and he put the
Yeah.
gun to his
He was
head.
very defeated in the whole movie.
When he put the gun to his head at the first part, I was like, "Oh, this shit about to be a tough Wolverine," and then it just turned
Yeah,
out
it
to be
wasn't.
meh. It was
Yeah.
Wolverine. It was a joke.
I honestly thought
Wolverine.
he was gonna shoot his ass and then
Yeah, I
Wolverine was
thought it
gonna
was
catch
too.
the bullet.
Or even if he shot him and dropped down and had to regenerate, it's just he fell down because he was drinking too much. Okay. Wow.
No, that shit kind of blew me.
Cool
He finished
intro.
the bottle, just fell, and then he picks him up and leaves. I'm just like, well,
okay,
I guess it's just the Wolverine.
that was some wasted potential right there. That could have been cool. Wasn't
Y'all could have really started the fight right
right there. Had it in the bar, not a
How,
fucking.
how he fight every other Wolverine besides the one that he take? but you want to take him. He gonna fight him later in the movie.
What was with all the smoke against Fox? Like, I get he's moving from Fox to Disney, but there was a lot more smoke than needed to be. He dissed Fox about 6 times that movie,
And
bro.
Fox did nothing.
He didn't diss Fox.
He just kept saying rest
more-
in peace, Fox. That's
Yeah,
really what he was saying.
He was saying, yeah, he was like more of rest in peace, like goodbye to our partnership. He was like slick throwing shade at Disney.
Yeah, he was also. Yeah, he was
like,
also.
We can't make no cocaine jokes. We got Disney now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like most of his jokes were fucking censored by them.
He also made
In the
fun
long
of
run.
he like made fun of Disney for doing all this multiversal shit, and then
And
in
Yes.
the
while
same
they're doing the
movie,
multiversal
does
shit,
it.
bruh.
How you fun of roast
While they're
Disney
doing
for
the
being ass and
multiversal
doing
shit.
the same shit?
Brother said, Wizard of Oz did it great.
He literally told
Leave
the
it to
viewers why his movie was buns.
No, he did.
He said, "This
definitely
multiverse shit is getting old. Can we
Old,
stop doing it?"
bro. And
then
While
throughout the
doing
whole
the
movie,
multiverse shit.
Multiverse.
The
I
whole
mean,
movie's multiverse.
This cut, bro, it just threw off the sense it made in the end was just like, okay, so pretty much because you gotta realize the plot was Deadpool supposed to either destroy that line and join the TVA or stop them or stop Paradox, which he did. He stopped Paradox essentially, but the way that they got through all this shit, and first of all, I'm not gonna lie, the educated wish shit,
That was
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah, I fuck with that joke.
Fucking hilarious. But he had to make that educated wish to bring Wolverine along. That's what bring the fucking movie along. That line. If he didn't say that he could save his universe and that shit was done,
I mean, shit, his universe is done.
it is.
But
And that's
she
the
had a
thing
point though.
is-
That girl said what his past is, what
Yeah.
made him who he is now. That I fuck with that. I mean,
there was no need to really go back and change everything. What the fuck he did? Hey man, that was a relentless Wolverine. He went there and fucked up all of humanity on his universe. It's
Pretty much.
pretty crazy. I
But
mean, I don't.
what was some good thing? Because you said we
yeah,
got to name a good thing about the movie.
I said the cameos.
The cameos was a
Yeah,
good
all
thing.
the characters that just popped up out the fucking blue. Like I didn't expect to see Chris Evans in there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect to see Blaze just fucking pop up.
There was
yeah,
a
I did
lot
not
of
expect
cameos.
that at all.
Like-
Blade blew me by surprise the most.
And then when I seen fucking, cause I thought it was really Wesley Snipes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I seen a little spoiler saying that Wesley was not in this movie, so that kind of blew me.
Yeah.
And I seen Channing Tatum for Gambit, and I was like, I seen spoilers about this shit too. So
Bro, his accent was fucking funny.
Oh my
What
God.
the fuck was that?
He
What
from
was
Louisiana.
that accent was thick, bro.
I'm gonna need him to play that character in the future again.
That shit was
That
funny as
yeah,
fuck.
that was a good character.
That
He was
was.
killing that shit.
I
I'd
fu-
say out of all the cameos, he was like probably the best one. Yeah.
I give you that too. That was, cause besides Chris, fucking was there for like 2 seconds,
Yeah.
and then that shit when he kept on talking, bro. I was, bro.
Deadpool was genuinely annoying this movie.
No, for real, bro.
He was
like
genuinely
deadass, I was
annoying.
like, who wrote these lines?
Who wrote these lines? Deadpool never annoyed me before. He was always
Like,
funny as shit.
Like he might get on like itch a little nerve, but like the way that he was acting right now was like, all right, bud, come on, bro. Let's calm down a little bit at least. This nigga was really throughout the whole movie just talking. Only times he had valuable lines was when he was at the TVA talking to Paradox in the first half.
Yeah, and like the beginning and
Yeah,
stuff.
and then after that, once he picked up Wolverine, he was just supposed to be the comedy relief, I feel.
A good thing for me in the movie was Wolverine's kind of
Hugh Jackman coming back.
not him coming back, but his subtle character development throughout the movie. I liked it. I liked his character in the whole movie. I had nothing wrong with him. Other than like what you said, like he wasn't as cool or badass or standing on business as he should have been. But like his character development coming from like his distraught background, I fuck with him like trying to make up for it by sacrificing himself for a whole nother universe and stuff. Even though he didn't get to, which didn't make sense. They were both supposed to get vaporized by that shit, but
Honestly,
they
Oh,
didn't.
that's another thing. So apparently, them by themselves would have killed them because the atoms or whatever. It's not like
Huh?
they held each other's hands, but their powers didn't fuse. No Dragon Ball fusion happened. So how the hell
I
did
thought
their
they were gonna
powers-
die, bro.
So I'm thinking like in my head, because it's what was happening was one of them had matter, one of them had antimatter.
I was thinking
You know
that.
what I'm
That
saying?
makes
So
sense.
it's really the combination of antimatter and matter with the regeneration tools of their body that each of them had. They kept them alive, and that's why Shorty got fucking kabloomed.
But he even explained it to them that their regenerative powers.
Well, he thought it was only one of them.
But I'm saying it doesn't matter if there's one or two because they're not fusion. They're not together.
He said
they're still
physics. The laws of physics will not save you. He literally brought up physics, saying that you will literally get vaporized by the molecular level. How the fuck did them holding hands just stop that?
Because they didn't combine their powers. They were just holding hands. I don't get that.
I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand physics when it ties also into like mutants and like.
I don't know how it applies to the whole MCU entirely, but I mean, he said it specifically.
Their body composition is different than actual humans, so I don't know if that also ties into it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can get stabbed in their neck and.
He just made it very clear that this is different. This isn't like something you can recover from. This is going to break you apart by molecules. It didn't. Matter of fact, they walked out of that shit. Hugh Jackman jacked his shit. Just fucking walking into the room like he ain't just fucking get vaporized. What the fuck?
Did Iron Man die after snapping Thanos' glove?
He did.
That's
Indeed.
Iron Man. He's a real human.
Yeah.
I feel like the mutants just got a little something on science that we don't got. They got to experiment on them niggas to see how they really react with shit.
But that machine had the ability to destroy
atoms. Yes, it did.
Not even atoms.
It's matter.
Every timeline.
Yeah.
The multiverse was going to get destroyed by that machine.
Indeed.
Deadpool and Wolverine's hand holding saved them from not being affected by that. What?
Friendship no jutsu, my nigga.
Friendship no jutsu.
So, what was your best part of the movie? Was
the cameos?
The cameos your worst? I don't think you said your worst.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't.
And then
none of y'all said. We all did.
Yeah, we all didn't say our worst. We all said our best.
Honestly, bro, I would say
worst part to me was Deadpool's character. That was not Deadpool that I grew up on. That was not the Deadpool that I was introduced to from the first two movies. That was a goofy ass, sorry ass Deadpool.
This nigga trim as fuck.
You disagree with that?
Yes, I very much do.
Okay.
Well, see, I don't think this is the worst, but it annoys me the most. You might not understand, but Sad and our other brother kind of did is the way they threw away Logan. I don't fuck with that. And it's like Logan dying was breaking their anchor. Oh, this character, this beloved character, oh, he died. We're just going to yank this one from this multiverse and you're good again. It completely throws away his movie. And they specifically said in the very first trailer, Hugh and him outside the couch, this movie has nothing to do and will not touch that universe.
You know what's crazy?
Throws it away at the end of the
movie. That reminds me of when we did one of our first ranting rates where where we were doing the tier ranking of the Marvel, the MCU.
I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, you weren't here for that. But Malik did not want Logan in S tier specifically because he knew that his death was irrelevant because he knew that
it wasn't on 616.
That Wolverine was coming back in another movie. And he was like, if he's coming back in another movie, that shits on the value of Logan because his death is pointless.
I mean, even like they said, they could have made his death still have a point, but they literally like threw it away by bringing another Wolverine and making it like, oh, that Wolverine was the anchor weight. We're just gonna pull another one. So, for example, Iron Man was say he was the anchor weight. Okay, he's dead. Let's just go pull another RDJ variant. What? It ruins the value of that movie.
The meaning of their death.
Same
shit.
with fucking X-23, fucking Wolverine girl. Also kind of threw her shit away too.
Her whole character to me, because I don't really know her, so I can't really speak on her.
And they definitely implied it was from Logan, because they said, "Oh, I'm not that Logan," or they talked about what her Logan did. And obviously, like all Spider-Mans have a similar thing, so all of X-23 may have a similar event. But I mean, they were implying and showed flashbacks of that movie, so it was implying. So they just yeeted her into the void for the movie.
So your main gripe is like
they just threw away Logan.
The meaninglessness of Logan's death. Yeah. And then my gripe was just the horrible writing done on Deadpool's part. I feel like his writing was awful.
Nah. I agree with that, but I was saying my gripe is like with Paradox, bro. That was a terrible villain. like having him as like the side piece villain, and then even the main villain, both
Yeah,
like the
too.
villain, both of them
buns.
were pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Their morals were all over the place, and their ambitions didn't really make sense.
Like Shorty sent them back to literally come back and now destroy everything.
Yeah.
And then Paradox wanted to destroy that one universe to show the TVA that he could be the leader of everything. And
Yeah.
because in the long run, he got to realize like that shit was not going to work. He was going to have to destroy every time on to become like her. Like it just, you know what I'm saying? The writing behind the villains themselves was pretty mid. They weren't like actual villains, I'd say. They were more like pencil pushers. They just pushed an agenda.
Yeah.
And then the
I
thing
agree.
is, the agenda changed like 3 times throughout the movie because it didn't even the movie didn't even take itself serious with its own plot. So
So your main gripe is the sorry villains. The
Yeah.
villains weren't good.
they weren't good. They didn't do villain. They did villainous shit, but it was just like, all right,
They
take over
just-
the world. You
yeah.
sound pretty generic,
Yeah.
like I guess.
We keeping our numbers. You staying at an 8.
No,
I was not expecting that. I thought you were gonna stay at an 8.
Nah, it's because like once we talked to him about the goofiness, the constant music, he's seeing it.
yeah, I'm seeing the real downfall of the movie. It's not no downfall. It's just.
It's just not as great as.
I was seeing rainbows at first, but now that I can actually talk about it and think about it, it's not as still a very good movie. I'd watch it. I mean, I'm not like watching it in the theater.
I don't think he's
I'd watch it at home. I'd watch it at
Marvel
home.
Jesus. I don't think he helped.
No,
He
that
did not
that
set the
Marvel
anchor
Jesus
for Marvel.
bullshit, bro. That shit threw me off.
They were acting like Deadpool 3 is the savior of Marvel and everything for it is going to be great. This movie, meh. It didn't save
I
Marvel
mean,
or
I
make
will
me excited.
No. I will say it pulled Marvel out the hole that it was fucking digging itself.
I think it's still in the hole. It just stopped digging itself in it from this movie. But
Yeah,
this
you
movie,
you said it. You said it was a speed bump. It was like a little up, ooh, right back to being buns.
they stopped digging themselves deeper, but they still in the hole they dug.
I mean, because they did the movies like just the last before this little 2-year gap, just the last 3 movies, bro. Multiverse of Madness did bad.
Just in general,
Like just
he literally explained in his own movie why his movie is buns. That alone is them proving that they're still in the ditch. They're trying to get over the fact that people know the multiverse is ass and then do it in his own movie. They said it was
They
ass.
need to stop that multiverse shit.
I mean, it's too late now.
they can't. They have to finish Secret Wars first before they
It's
even
not
do
even
it.
that. It's just forever now. It's going to happen forever.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. With Secret, it's not... Say Logan aside, it makes everything irrelevant. Because if this character dies, pull it... Like RDJ.
Yeah, you can pull a fucking
They
another
killed
one out the
RDJ.
dawn.
We're just going to make
Brought his
Victor
ass
Von
back.
Doom RDJ. That's what the multiverse ruins.
That was such a fucking horrible.
That's just lazy
Horrible
casting.
reveal. That shit was whack, bro.
But
Like,
the multiverse allows them to pull anything out their ass. No event will have any significance anymore from here on out.
Because you could just replace it with another timeline.
Spider-Man died? Yeet. Here's this Spider-Man.
Literally.
Iron Man died? Yeet.
There's no
RDJ is Victor Von
significance.
Doom.
There's not that element of loss in a Marvel movie anymore.
That's what made
I feel like
Logan
Marvel
irrelevant.
they can kill off characters a little more
No one's gonna care.
often now.
Yep.
And it's gonna change up the casting and the fucking character wise of the people. Because the thing is, once you start like, I feel like this is where the big reset is gonna happen. They're gonna start killing off so many people from the main timeline and
replace
putting
them.
on fake ones. Is gonna fuck up the original timeline. So they're gonna have to do a hard reset. Like physically have to, because the TVA itself is probably gonna come in there and say, y'all niggas done fucked up so much shit.
Just
that-
delete everything
yeah,
and then
delete
hard reset the whole
They have
verse.
to like
That would fix things actually. That would.
But I
push
feel like
things
that's
in
the
right
way that
directions.
I feel like that's the way they're going right now.
Yeah, I'm
because
still confused of what universe this Deadpool movie's in. 'Cause
I'm not gonna lie,
616.
no, not
It's
gonna
not
lie.
because Logan is 100% confirmed, not their universe. And Logan was the anchor weight of the universe. So that instantly says it's not.
no, that Logan was the anchor weight of his universe.
universe.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the universe they went
Deadpool
back
wasn't-
to. Was it not?
Logan was that's the Fox universe. The X-Men verse is
Which is the universe
Logan
Deadpool's
was the
in. The universe he has to save because that person died, which was the anchor weight of the universe.
which means Deadpool and Logan as
Are
well
in
as the
the
entire
same-
X-Men are in the same.
The same universe. They're in the
Universe.
Fox universe, which isn't a problem. It's just
Yeah.
it's like this movie was to introduce him to the MCU, but they brought him to 616 for one scene with what's his name, Howard. I think
Yeah,
that's wrong, but
Howie. Whatever
They
his name
they
is.
brought him to that just to say, oh, we'll think about it, and then went back to his universe. That was the actual true introduction to MCU. But other than that, that was the only 616. Other than that, it was just still
Yeah, on the other-
1011.
Huh.
So there was no introduction to that MCU. This was just more Fox universe.
Yeah, they just played. I feel like they're gonna take both of them niggas out and take them to 616.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's where Secret Wars is gonna happen.
Yeah, they're gonna because they need to bring everybody. I don't know who the fuck else they got to bring.
I mean,
but
it
know those
depends
two.
because Secret Wars is just two multiverses colliding.
Yeah,
I feel like the only things that have done well since Endgame are Spider-Man movies. Spider-Verse.
Not even.
And the...
Well, I would agree with you
New
on that,
Spider-Man.
but Spider-Verse isn't Disney. That is Sony mainly. Into the No Way Home
Is it No Way Home Sony as well? All Spider-Man is
No Way
Sony.
Home is Disney and Sony.
Yeah. That's like Disney and Sony collabing. But Spider-Verse is strictly Sony. Yeah.
I fuck with Spider-Verse heavy.
Heavy. Love Spider-Verse.
Where's the second one? I was promised it at the beginning of this year.
We were. Where is that shit?
Was it?
Yeah, it came out last year, like November, December, and it was supposed to come out like February, March.
They did drop half a movie on our ass. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
no, that half boy, boy.
They did drop half a movie on
These
our
niggas
ass.
was bullshit when they dropped that shit.
Really
These
left
niggas
us
said-
on a cliffhanger in the middle of a
Well,
movie.
half of this movie is here. Other half comes out next year.
We didn't even hit the climax, bro. Shit was getting. It was
Literally
it was,
getting
it was
right to
getting-
the good point. Right before the good point even happened.
There was
Movie
no.
ended.
It got to the end and the power cut off, and now we have to wait 2 years for it to turn back on.
Shit
Niggas
crazy.
calling Georgia Power. Niggas need to turn that shit back on.
But now we're sliding into
Different
Marvel. You know,
Marvel,
yeah, we're kind of getting off topic. Let's end our discussion here. Do you want to change your numbers?
Nah, I think I was a
was
six
between
point
6 and a
five.
6 and a
I'm a
half.
6.5 now.
Okay, yeah,
'Cause
6.5.
We may have lowered his by a little bit. He also raised mine a little bit. Only about
Okay.
0.5, but I mean it.
Nah, damn near the same shit for me. I mean, damn near the same shit for me. My shit went from an 8 to a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, it wasn't like. It's just like I found more flaws through like after the movie, and
Yeah,
it
I
was just
think-
like,
I think there's more buns than good in this movie.
Yeah,
there was a lot of buns. I wouldn't say I
Like
can't
say
even say there was more. Like
51% buns, 49%
Like
good. It's
dead
like
ass.
1% difference.
Dead ass.
But that buns is way more asser than the good part.
you wouldn't want a movie to be more buns than ass.
Yeah,
in a
you wouldn't
sense.
even want that ratio to be that close.
It was really just Deadpool's writing, bro. That
writing
really
was just
Yeah,
so
drugged that
Wolverine. They
shit,
did.
bro.
They did good on Wolverine.
No,
Yeah.
Wolverine did good. Everyone
Yeah.
else in that movie literally played their parts very well.
Yeah.
If he actually had like a line to the plot of him trying to save his universe instead of just joking around 24/7 and making bullshit jokes, I feel like it would have been better.
If he was less annoying, for real.
Like why?
Motherfucking king.
Yeah, I've been hearing him.
Like probably hearing his ass. He's
Like,
probably all up in the YouTube video.
Like why the fuck are we the scene where they got not kidnapped, they got took back to the Borderlands, and why is Wolverine's jokes, even when he's talking, it makes more sense than this nigga. Literally, he's just rambling his mouth off.
Literally. He was very talkative this movie.
Just it felt like he was literally just line filler, bro.
This movie made the Void make no sense as well.
Yeah,
I thought the Void was like a desert and you had to hide from the T-Rex. Like in Loki, remember when there was a bunch of variant Lokis underground hiding from him?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently you could just go up a mountain and there's trees and grass and
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
Not, it's not entirely void.
So-
it's like a planet.
if I get sent to the Void, I'm gonna go up there and why are the people in the Ant-Man suit literally live up there and the problem is solved? I thought the Void
Why
was
does
a
a void not
desert.
just murk them?
The whole point of them, you're ruining your timeline. You're gonna send you to the Void so you could get eaten up by the monster. They don't send you to the Void to have a life down there.
niggas was
But
down there
apparently you
living,
can
chilling.
go up the mountain and you at grass and trees.
I'm not gonna lie, like
Made the
how,
Void useless.
how the fuck niggas have unopened bottles of alcohol down there?
Nah, for real.
But they opened a bottle of Jack
sending,
Daniels.
who's
No,
sending
no, no.
Jack Daniels
Why is
into
that-
the void, bro?
Why is there a road and a meals ready to eat freaking breakfast
there was
house?
a whole
Nah,
breakfast
there was a
house.
whole diner in that bit. Like who's sitting down a whole fucking
What
diner?
was the
one?
Void before the Void? There has to be something because it was dead ass like a road in a house.
Is that not where Loki went?
That's where Loki got sent, and they were under the ground with Loki variants hiding from the T-Rex purple smoke when they could have
That
just
scene was peak, by the way.
peeked. But now it debunks it. Why are they
It does debunk
up the
it.
hill on the grass?
Well, I'm gonna stay at my 7.
I'm gonna stay at my 6.5.
Average of the movie in here is a
7.
7.
7's fair. 70% for Deadpool and Wolverine. Pretty good.
Yeah.
We gonna just
I just hope the next time I go watch the movie.
need a better one next time. Come on, MCU, you're doing it good.